What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel. And today, Madden 22, well, yesterday technically, they released their Week 2 version of updates that they're doing to Madden. And so last week was all about franchise mode. This week is about dynamic gameplay, or dynamic game day, I should say. Now, I don't know with the rest of the week, I don't know what else is going to be dropped. But we are going to take a look at this little 20-second trailer they dropped on Twitter about Dynamic Game Day, and then we'll break some of it down. I have a feeling it's going to bring a lot of NCAA vibes back to us. So, with that being said, this is on Madden NFL 22's Twitter, official Twitter, so make sure you go check it out if you want to watch the trailer for yourself without me talking over it. But we are going to watch it. Let's get right into it. Like I said, it's about 20 seconds long, so make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's watch this 20-second trailer. Like we always do, I'm going to let it play, the 20 seconds, and then we'll go back and I'll pause it and jump around and do all that breakdown stuff. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, there we have it. There we have it. Like I said, it was only like 20 seconds, so a lot of stuff was in that 20-second trailer. Let's go break it down a little bit here. So we start off with, we're in Seattle. I mentioned that in one of my other trailer breakdowns that I figured Seattle would definitely be something they would show off because they're known for being the 12th man. And so let's move a little bit in here. We got a raucous Seattle crowd. This first thing is... says that the play art that is hard to see to reflect the infamous crowd noise. So, like I've said, this is huge NCAA vibes. This is squiggly lines with the routes. We can't even tell what button he is. So, I'm assuming this is square. Curtis Samuel is square over on the left side. He's probably triangle, George Kittle. But that's just for knowing the positions and stuff. If you're just a noob, you wouldn't know what button he is. But this is exactly what I expected. This is what I pictured. Actually, I pictured NCAA because that's the only dynamic game day that I've known. So they used to have this in Madden. They used to have this back in the old versions of Madden. They took it out for some reason. But this is exactly what I pictured in my head. Exactly what this is. We move a little bit forward. You got the squiggly. I'll play it for you so you can see the squiggliness of the lines. They go crazy. It looks like we have more wind. Well, actually, what was this? Can I read this? Hold on. Momentum Legend. So we have the 12s. Away team has distorted play art on 3rd and 4th downs. Unstoppable. Home team players cannot be knocked out of the zone. And then nerves. Some of the away team's receiver icons are hidden in pre-play. So it looks like as you get going on 3rd and 4th downs, you have the momentum, you have it all the way maxed out. It looks like you can start with just this, where the distorted plays are the first part. Then you get to unstoppable if you keep the momentum going, where your home team players can't get knocked out of the zone. And then if you just pile on all of that, then you get where the icons are not showing with square and triangle. So that seems... a little bit more balanced, I guess. You have to build up your momentum instead of just having it all right there at the start. Then we move on to windy conditions make kicking a field goal even more difficult in Chicago. So we get the double doink possibilities. So probably places like Chicago, like Cleveland, like New York, Buffalo, places where it gets cold, places where it gets super windy in the later part of the season. You're going to have more situations where your field goals late in the game are affected by this, which is normal. It's happened in previous Maddens, but it seems like there's more of an emphasis on it this season or this year. They're putting more care into the conditions. And I have mentioned it before, I've been an advocate for Madden updating their weather conditions because, to me, the weather just doesn't look realistic. The snow doesn't feel right. The rain doesn't look that great. And it's just, it doesn't feel right. We don't get a lot of muddy fields. So just stuff like that would add to the immersion factor. But maybe they're onto it. Maybe they'll add it next year. I don't know. But at least they're starting with this windy stuff. Then we'll play it. It looks like it's going to be pretty difficult. And this one's a big one. This one is huge. We had concerns. We had questions about Mile High because that's obviously an infamous one for weather conditions because the atmosphere is so thin up there because they're in different elevation. So it says that if you go to play in Denver, the away team is going to have fewer stamina reserves for the visiting teams in the Mile High City. And you can see Henry Ruggs is breathing heavy because it's probably late in the game. He's run around this field with a higher elevation, and he doesn't have as much oxygen. So that's actually really cool that it affects your players, and it makes it, you can actually see him being exhausted. So if you're Derek Carr and you're in the shotgun and you look over to your left and you see Henry Ruggs just going breathing heavy and stuff, then you know probably not to throw to him, or probably that you should take him out for a couple plays, get him some oxygen, because he's not going to be very useful if he's breathing that heavy. That's actually a really cool thing, a nice little small addition that they added. And then this says that today, technically they already released it. I didn't even know that they released that. I probably should go look at that after this video. And then the video on this, I will go into the deep dive just like we did with the deep dive for franchise mode. We will go into the deep dive for Dynamic Game Day tomorrow in tomorrow's video. After I get done recording this video, I will go and take a look at those Dynamic Game Day deep dive information and stuff, and then I'll break all that down for a video tomorrow. So that's what it's going to be. To wrap up, I think this is all, obviously this is all a good thing. This is all improvements on what has been a lackluster effort and lackluster attempt at making a good football game. They're at least showing some effort that they care. They're showing some care to the game now. But like I said with franchise mode, this game needs way more than just one season of improvements. So these are all very, very promising additions to the game. I say additions loosely because they've already been in the game. Maybe not the Mile High thing, but the other two previous things have been in the games before, and then they've been taken out. So I say additions loosely. But these new additions are good, but like in franchise, like with all those new additions in franchise mode, they are a good jumping off point to build for the future. They're good building blocks for the future of the franchise. They're good building blocks for the future of gameplay in this. And I'm very, very worried that, I know we haven't really talked about gameplay that much. I've mentioned it in previous breakdowns, but I have heard that gameplay for Madden 22, at least in the beta, was the exact same feel as Madden 21. It basically like you were playing Madden 21 when you got into the actual game. That's what people were saying from the beta. So it's a little bit worrying for me because the gameplay in Madden 21 Next Gen was clunky and slow. It just didn't feel right. It felt like you were stuck in like quicksand when you were running and stuff. It just didn't feel good. So if that's how Madden 22 is going to be, I'm a little bit worried about that because I'm going to be getting it for Next Gen. So that's what I'm going to be playing. And that's a little bit worrying for me that I have to stick with that kind of play style in this. It's a little bit worrying for me. Maybe they'll adjust it or maybe they won't. I don't know. But like I said, this is good improvements. It's a good jumping off point. They're going to need to build on this for the future, obviously. And we'll go from there. But that's going to do it for this little breakdown. Tomorrow will be the in-depth breakdown of the gridiron notes from when they talk about Dynamic Game Day from what they released today. And that'll be in tomorrow's video. I'm going to go take a look at those right now. And then I will see you guys in that video tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Let me know down below what you guys think. If this gave you NCAA vibes with the Dynamic Game Day with the squiggly lines and stuff. If you guys think this is a W with the new improvements to the Dynamic Game Day and stuff. If you guys think it's an L, if you don't really care, let me know what you're feeling about Madden 22 as a whole. Put that down in the comments. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.